Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to our 27th episode of
Maughter Podcast.
Ooh, that was fancy.
Thanks.
My name is Claudia. I am mother. This is Polly. She's daughter. We want to say hi and welcome back, and we apologize for being absent for a couple of weeks. Polly was moving, so yay!
Yeah, it's alright.
She had to deal with all the stress part. I didn't. I just had the fact of just missing her, not doing the podcast, because I didn't get to see her for 2 weeks. Well, I saw her, but not really.
Not really.
No, I didn't actually.
We didn't see each other a lot.
Yeah, I didn't need my Polly fix.
I picked up Riley.
Oh, yeah, that was right. That's right. That was brief, yeah. So, yeah, we're back. So, we do apologize. Life happens, but we're back. So, today's topic we're talking about...
School shootings. Yay!
Something so exciting. No, not at all. So, the reason we were talking about this, actually, is because I was watching a TV show called One Tree Hill. And Polly's never seen it, but there was an episode where... they were mentioning, like, hey, if you guys need, like, any help, just listen, like, at the end of the episode, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, okay, is it going to be suicide or a school shooting? And, of course, it was a school shooting. So, yeah, that's why we're talking about that today.
Mm-hmm. And I was thinking of 13 Reasons Why.
Yes. Yeah. So, I grew up, well, I'm old. But school shootings didn't exist in my era until high school.
Until 1999 when... Columbine.
And it was unfortunate. Like, the whole situation is unfortunate to begin with.
And you can never wear a trench coat again.
Well, there was actually a guy in our school. His name was Andy. And he had long hair. He's super nice. And he always wore a trench coat. That next day of the school shooting, when we went to school, he was called into the principal's office to discuss his feelings. And he's an artsy kid. So he drew all sorts of arts, like seriously, like, depressed, like, those kind of thoughts, like, most emotional, yeah. So they questioned him about all his arts and stuff, and we saw him after. He's like, what the heck? And then he told us what happened. We're like, what? But he was, like, literally the only guy in our whole school that wore a trench coat, right? Yeah. So, but yeah,
it's an article of clothing,
right? Like... But yeah, no, so he was brought in, and yeah, and you know, honestly, I went to McNally, graduated in 99, and I don't feel like our security then got bumped up. Mind you, I was the last year there, so I don't know what was it after. But you went to McNally. What was their protocol? Was there, like, security systems and stuff like that? Like the States, how you see in the States and movies and stuff? No. It was just we had, we always had a, what do you call them? A constable at the school.
Yeah, we had a constable. Yeah. But that was because it was a bad school.
Oh, see, we had a constable too, but it wasn't a bad school. We were a very academic
I think every
school.
high school has one. Mm-hmm. But... I don't know. Our protocol was run, I guess. Yeah. I really don't remember any...
specific protocols.
Unless we were in class. Yeah. Like, they would close the door and, you know, all that. Like, the same thing for elementary and junior high.
And we never had that growing up. And we never had it in high school either. Like, after we left, obviously. Because, like, it wasn't something that was implemented right away. We never had those lockdowns.
Well, after Columbine, there was a spike.
Yes, and we were graduating by then. Like, that was our last year, was 99.
I've seen so many, like, I'm on, like, the serial killer side of TikTok and stuff, right?
Of course, it's you.
But I see so many posts, like, that have, like, no likes and, like, a couple views that are, like, romanticizing Dylan Klebold and, the other guy.
Those are the Columbine shooters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, these people idolize them.
Those are dumb people to idolize, for sure.
Yeah, but they'll, like, make edits of them, and they'll, like...
Did they end up killing themselves at the end, right?
Yeah, they killed themselves.
Yeah.
As they should.
Yeah. I you know, obviously, the States has a lot more...
precautions.
Well, they have a lot more school shootings, period, right?
Yeah.
Than Canada does. Probably we'll talk to you about statistics there. But I just feel like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's a hard topic to discuss, especially when...
you have kids that go to school.
Exactly. So when you were growing up, you mentioned, I think, once that you guys did, like, a lockdown drill. And I said, okay. But I want to say, in my head, you were older. You weren't younger. You were in, like, junior high, I feel.
I remember a lockdown in elementary.
I think grade 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was grade 6 getting to junior high. Maria comes home grade 1 and tells me that they have a lockdown. And I thought she meant fire drill. And she's like, no, where we have to hide.
Oh, no, like bathroom. Practice lockdown?
Yes.
We had a real lockdown in grade 6.
Oh, really?
But, like, lockdown practice,
Yeah.
that's all the way from grade 1.
I don't ever remember you mentioning that to me growing
That's
up.
because it was like a normal, like, we did it with our fire drills.
Yeah, and see, when Maria came home and she said, we did a drill, and I said, what kind of drill? A lock one. And I'm like, what's a lock one? And then she's like, yeah. I'm like, do you mean a fire drill? And she's like, no, you don't leave the school. You have to be hiding. And I'm like, oh. And then my heart broke. Because I'm just like, I don't remember you mentioning it except for once very briefly. And, like, to hear your grade 1er tell you that they have to practice a lockdown, it just breaks your heart. And, like, it's really, really silly because as a parent, you think of all the what ifs in life, naturally. So when the Broncos kids had gotten hit in the accident and they passed away with the school bus deaths, my daughter takes a bus. She takes a yellow bus. I think in my head, anything could happen. You know, and
These kids aren't wearing seatbelts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, that terrifies me as a parent to leave my child. But what choice do I have as a parent, right? I can't, like,
Not send your kid to school.
Right? But, like, at the same time, so, like, you don't know, you can't predict what is going to happen. And they had one in the States recently that there was little kids, and that one hit hard.
Sandy Hook?
I think so. I don't remember. But they had,
It was a few years ago. But
kindergarten grade
it was
1er. Yes, that's the one. And I was just like, how? Like, there's so many questions.
Yeah, because I remember we had 3 different drills. Mm-hmm. We had a fire drill.
Yeah.
We had a lockdown.
Okay.
And we had a tornado drill.
A tornado drill?
Yeah.
We didn't even have a tornado drill when we were growing up.
Well, we're in Alberta, so.
We had just a fire drill. You were lucky. And sometimes when we were in high school, we're like, our purses, my backpack, my goods.
You run back in.
Yeah. And we'd be like, just 1 second. We're just going to get our stuff quickly. Because it was a drill, right? Yeah. Or your jackets in the middle. Who does a fire drill in the middle of the winter, honestly?
Well, it could happen anytime.
Yeah, that's true. But still, think of us.
Because in the first month of school, I remember every year we had the fire drill, which was, line up, get out.
Yeah.
The lockdown, which was the teachers close the doors.
Yeah.
They turn off all the lights. They get all the kids in one corner of the room where against the wall with the door. So, like, if somebody shoots through the door, they can't shoot any kids.
Okay.
Cover all the windows. And then a cop would always be there. Like, he would come when we do the drills. And he'd shake the door.
Like,
he'd come and shake the door and make sure it's locked.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, it was
Can
scary.
you imagine? Like, and the trauma you guys get?
He would try and get it.
Oh my god, I'd be cracking my pants, honestly.
And they'd like listen to make sure they couldn't hear anything. And if they could, we'd get in trouble for it after.
Well, yeah, because
in high school, we got in trouble when we did... I remember we did a lockdown when I was in grade 10.
Yeah.
And my whole class got in trouble because they could hear us through the door.
Oh, then you guys are the first one dead.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And then the tornado drill, we all had to get out of our seats and...
Go underneath your desks?
Underneath our desks, yeah. And cover our heads.
Yeah. I was going to say get underneath the teacher's desk, but your teacher's desk isn't that big, I guess.
No. Not when there's like 30 kids.
The teacher's going to be the safest one of you guys. Because their desk is so big. But yeah. No, that's crazy. Sorry, I am listening, but a bonus is I'm not going to fall asleep because I'm actually sewing or fixing...
Yeah, she's distracted the whole time.
I'm not distracted. I'm just fixing a grad dress for a family friend that wanted me just to bring it in a bit for her graduation. So, but I'm listening.
Yeah, graduation and school shootings.
Yeah,
full circle.
Probably didn't want to talk about graduation because she's like, my graduation sucked. I'm like, mine was awesome. But I guess...
Mine sucked.
What, like a lot of years in between, so I guess. Okay, so Polly, talk to us. How many school shootings have there been in Canada?
In Canada, a total of 8.
8?
8.
Sorry, in that 8, how many deaths? Does it say?
Yeah, I can look it up. So, First one was Brampton Centennial Secondary School
Secondary? Oh, so that's junior high, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so. 3 deaths, including the perpetrator. So 2 deaths, and 13 injuries.
Wow. And where was this again?
I've heard of this guy. I've heard this guy's name, Michael Slobodian.
Where is this from?
Brampton, Ontario.
Ontario. And when was that?
So I'll do a little rundown.
Okay.
He was a 16-year-old student at the school, had been cutting classes, and teacher Margaret Wright had called his parents in to inform them of the issue. His mother confronted Slobodian about this during mid-morning break when Slobodian had gone home. He wrote a note to his family including, "I'm going to eliminate certain people from this world.
Oh.
These people are Mrs. Wright, Mr. Bronson, and any other sucker who gets in my way. And then I'm going to kill myself so as not to be imprisoned. He returned to the school with 2 rifles and hit a guitar case. He began by firing at 3 boys in the washroom, killing fellow student John Slinger and wounding the other 2. He then entered the hallway and continued shooting, wounding several students. He proceeded to an art classroom, killed Mrs. Wright, and wounded 2 more students. He returned to the hallway and killed himself adjacent to the art classroom. In addition to the 3 dead, including himself, Slobodian had wounded 13 others.
Wow.
So, not bad. There's only 2 people dead, because I don't consider him a person. So not too bad. Still bad, because it was a school shooting.
School shooting and deaths.
You know, traumatic injuries for 13 other kids, right?
Yeah.
The other one was the Concordia University massacre in Quebec. Montreal, Quebec.
Not Edmonton here?
No. There's lots of Concordias, I think.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
There was 4 deaths and 1 injury.
And that was a college, sorry? Concordia College? It's a college, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
University, yeah. It was actually a teacher.
That killed?
Yeah, who killed 4 colleagues and wounded a staff member.
What?
He was convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison. He had been working at Concordia for 13 years.
Okay.
He began as a technician and long demonstrated disruptive behavior against students, staff members, and other academics.
A teacher?
Yeah. Described as ranging from undesirable to intolerable, with which the university had struggled to deal with. One student claimed in 1982 filed a police report that he had raped her and dislocated her shoulder. In addition, he presented academic challenges in teaching and supervision. As early as 1989, 2 people reported him saying, "I know how people get what they want. They shoot a lot of people."
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This happened sorry, I should mention when these happened. This happened in August 24th, 1992, 31 years ago.
And what was the first one you said?
The first one was, I believe, May 28th, 1975. 49 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've totally heard of that kid's name before, but I don't know how. Maybe it's just the last name I recognize.
Maybe. Okay, so the one after that, so number 3?
Yes, so this is the third one. Montreal, Quebec again. This was at Dawson College.
A college now again.
Yeah, downtown Montreal. The perpetrator, Kimveer Singh Gill, began shooting outside the Mason View Boulevard entrance to the school and moved towards the atrium by the cafeteria on the main floor. 1 victim died at the scene and another 19 were injured.
Wow.
8 of whom were listed in critical condition, with 6 requiring surgery. The shooter later committed suicide after being shot in the arm by police. So he got shot in the arm and then killed himself. That it was the 3rd fatal shooting in Montreal after the École Polytechnique massacre in 1989, which we haven't gotten to yet.
Okay.
And the shooting spree at Concordia. This happened September 13th, 2006. 17 years ago.
2006.
19 people were injured.
Excuse me.
And 1 person died at the scene.
And that was the killer
College.
that died?
Yes, yeah.
So that was the only person that died was himself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me.
The 4th one now?
Yeah. École Polytechnique massacre. I've heard of this one because of how many deaths there were. Yeah, this is the worst fatal shooting in Canada.
And where was this located?
Montreal, Quebec.
Again.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 of the 4 we've talked about have been in Montreal.
Yeah.
Them French people, eh? Coming from a French person.
Oh my goodness.
So 15 people died, including the
Hey, Deal was born in Quebec. Sorry.
15 people died.
Sorry.
Including
15?
Yeah. Including the perpetrator.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And, well, he had a Ruger semi-automatic rifle. That's the one that shoots.
It's the one that goes like that. Sorry. Sorry. That is my description of guns. It's pew pew or
and he had a hunting knife on him as well.
So basically he was just shooting, going crazy, and it doesn't matter who you hit, basically.
I assume.
With that kind of gun.
So it says, also known as the Montreal Massacre, was an anti-feminist mass shooting. So killing as many women as he could. That occurred December 6, 1989, at the École Polytechnique de Montréal in Quebec. 14 women were murdered. Another 10 women and 4 men were injured. Marc Lepine, armed with a legally obtained Ruger Mini 14 semi-automatic rifle and a hunting knife. He legally obtained this.
Legally?
Legally. Because we could buy guns in Canada back then.
Yeah.
Entered a mechanical engineering class in the École Polytechnique. He ordered the women to one side. That's what I remember. He ordered the women to one side of the classroom and instructed the men to leave. After claiming that he was fighting feminism, he shot all 9 women in the room, killing 6. The shooter then moved through the corridors, the cafeteria, and another classroom, specifically targeting women, for just under 20 minutes.
Bad day to be a woman. How
do you get away with that for that long? But at the same time, you're holding a semi-automatic rifle. I wouldn't go up to you.
Yeah, no one's going to come up to you at all.
He killed 8 more women before ending his own life. In total, 14 women were killed and 14 others were injured. The massacre is now widely regarded as an act of misogynist terrorism and the representation of wider socialite violence against women. The anniversary of the massacre is commemorated as the National Day of Remembrance and Action on Violence Against Women.
And what day was that again, sorry? You said?
December 6th, 1989. 34 years ago.
That's crazy.
I remember hearing about this story, and when he took all the women aside and put them on one side of the classroom, that included the teacher.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now we're on number 5?
Yep. Lalos shooting. Loach? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's in Saskatchewan.
Oh, wow, that's close.
So, this one, 5 people were killed. 2 at the school.
What year, sorry?
2016.
Well, that's like recent-ish.
8 years ago.
2016, okay.
He had a .22 caliber rifle and a shotgun.
Like a rifle, just like bang, and a shotgun is bang, bang, bang.
Shotgun is a big gun.
But you have to pull it back, no? Or is it just...
Yeah, it's not a double barrel shotgun, I assume, so it's one at a time. You load it, you cock it.
Sorry, again, let's just remember, I don't know nothing about guns. This is why I'm making these kind of sounds.
Yeah, just knows the sounds of guns. Excuse me. So 5 people died. 2 at the school. 2 at the perpetrator's cousin's home.
What?
1 person died from gunshot injuries in 2023. So 1 person died from the injuries that they received in 2016.
Oh, and then last year afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about that, because that makes no sense with the cousins, first off.
Yeah. So, according to the police, the shootings began at the residence in the 300 block of Dene Crescent, where the suspect shot 2 of his cousins sometime before 1 p.m. He then went to La Loche Community School Dene building.
Now, is that elementary, does it say? Like, what's the age group of these ones, or is it a college or what?
Community school, I assume it's like a high school. Let me look it up quick. Okay, so because it's a small community, there is 2 campuses.
Okay.
One has Ducharme School, which is kinder to grade 6.
Okay.
And then there's Dene High School, which is 7 to 12.
So basically it was the whole community area, that whole center?
I assume it was just...
the high school, that junior...
Dene High School.
So from grade 7 to 12. Okay.
Yeah.
Still...
because it says Dene building.
Okay.
So that was that.
Right,
building.
the other one was... Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, he went there, began firing around 1:05, shortly before lunch ended, reportedly with a shotgun. He fired at least 6 or 7 shots inside the building, killing a teacher and an assistant and wounding 7 others.
Wow.
The school shooting lasted for about 8 minutes. Between 1:08 and 1:10, a suspect with a gun was spotted by a responding officer who chased him through the building and eventually arrested him outside at 1:15. Afterwards, the police were notified of the bodies at the residence on Dene Crescent. Both the Dene building and the elementary schools were put on lockdown during the shooting.
Wow.
They were both on lockdown during the shooting. And he still killed a teacher and an assistant. The suspect had reportedly posted his intentions on Facebook. Most do. Of about 350 enrolled students, only around 150 were at the school at the time because many had taken their final exams and already had gone.
Oh, thankful for that.
Yeah. And they had no further classes, so they didn't have to be there.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was caught. He got first-degree murder, 2 counts, second-degree murder, 2 counts, and attempted murder, 7 counts. Holy. And he has life imprisonment with no chance of parole for 10 years.
That's it?
10 years.
That's it. 10 years for taking how many? 2 lives?
Normally, in Canada, it's 20 to 25 years parole. You get parole after 20
So
to 25.
this was in 2016?
Yes.
So he's up for parole in 2 years. Possibly parole, I guess.
He'll be up for parole. Yeah.
Wow.
So look out for Randon Dakota Fontaine in 2 years.
Please don't come for us because we said your name. Wow. Now, I'll ask you afterwards. Sorry.
Okay, so that was 5.
Okay.
This is 6. St. Puy X High School. This was in Ottawa, Ontario.
Oh, Ontario. Okay.
Well, I said that very Canadian.
Yeah.
Ottawa, Ontario. Holy. October 27th, 1975. So 48 years ago. Can you believe 1975 was 48 years ago?
Wait, how come we're jumping like back to back to? Oh, you're talking about
it's alphabetically.
Got you. Okay, It's just throwing me off. That's why I'm like, wait, what? We're going backtrack. Okay. Excuse our sickly hair.
Sorry. So, yeah. Occurred October 27th, 1985, at St. Puy X High School in Ottawa, Ontario. It was Canada's second recorded school shooting. The gunman, Robert Poulin, was an 18-year-old St. Puy student. Opened fire on his classmates with a shotgun, killing a 17-year-old classmate named Mark Ho. I'm sorry if I say his last name wrong. Hough.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be Ho.
Okay. Who? I don't know. Hogue?
We'll call it Mr. H.
Yeah, Mark.
Let's call it Mark H.
And wounded 5 others before killing himself with a shotgun blast to the head.
Wow.
You'd be very dead. And that'd be very messy.
Yeah.
Earlier that day, Poulin lured a 17-year-old Sri Lankan female neighbor named Kin Rabo to his family's home before raping her and stabbing her to death. Oh. That afternoon, he traveled to the high school to embark on a shooting spree.
Wow.
He hailed from a military family and held military aspirations of his own, having repeatedly remarked to his parents of his desire to become a pilot with the Royal Canadian Air Force. These were largely thwarted by his physical condition and psychological immaturity, resulting in his being rejected from the officer training program he applied to. His physical problems included poor eyesight and a chest deformity.
Oh.
He had been suicidal for at least 3 years prior to the attack and was obsessed with sex and pornography, having repeatedly written in his diaries about the desire to experience sex before he died. Sad he had to rape someone for it, but yeah.
Wow.
It's really sad. A poor girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 3 people, including himself, and 5 people were injured.
Jesus. Jeez. So that's number 6, right?
Yeah.
Number 7?
U of A.
Like, are you of A? Yes. Of Alberta?
University of Alberta, yes.
When?
June 15th, 2012.
2012?
21-year-old security guard, Travis Baumgardner.
A security guard?
Yeah. An employer of G4S Cash Solutions, shot 4 of his coworkers, 3 fatally in the Hub Mall building on the campus of the U of A in Edmonton. He stole his employer's armored truck and money, gave the cash or left it at the home of his mother and 2 friends. Baumgartner was arrested the next day in BC as he planned to make his way across the U.S. border.
Like, these are the people who are supposed to be safe around, and they're bringing guns in to kill people.
Yeah. He killed 3 people. I don't think any of them were students, because they were 35, 39, and 26.
So they're his co-workers, yeah, they said.
Fourth guard, a male, was severely injured in the shooting, sustaining brain injuries. He had a revolver, 38 caliber revolver.
Sorry, I probably pointed to her tattoo.
It's a revolver.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, at Hub Mall.
And I've been at Hub Mall many times.
Right?
That's crazy. Okay.
He left $64,000 on his mother's kitchen table.
And just left.
Yeah.
You think they collected that money?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I had a couple
stole
thousand. It. Man, where's the rest of the money? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just asking.
The truck
that
he stole had $333,000 in it.
And how much did he take?
The whole thing. He stole the whole truck.
Oh.
He left it at his mom's house and his friend's house.
Wow. Okay. And that was number 7? Or number 6?
That was 7.
Okay. And the last one?
W.R. Myers High School in Taber, Alberta.
In Alberta?
Yeah, I remember not hearing about it, but I remember reading about this.
What year was this one?
1999.
Hey, that was my grad year.
Yeah. Only 1 death and 1 injured.
So his own death?
Huh?
Oh, guess I'll wait. I asked if it was his death.
No, because it would say that it is death.
Oh, okay.
It says his motive, too.
Oh, I was going to ask you, actually, does it say what the reasoning of these people killing people? Okay.
Most of them are the same motive, and it's bullying.
Yeah. What's a security guard and a teacher? Yeah, like.
I'll go back and look.
Okay.
This guy had a sawed-off 22 caliber Ruger semi-automatic rifle.
So again, you do like.
No, it's a rifle.
So it's like. Or.
Semi-automatic, yeah.
Oh, so
yeah.
Okay. Sorry, again,
my one person, pathetic.
What? With an automatic, you'd think you get like.
Well, I have to say he was only 14 years old. 14-year-old school dropout Todd Cameron Smith walked into his school and began firing at students in a hallway. He then went to the central hub of the school in front of the band room, killed 1 student, and wounded another. It was the first fatal high school shooting in Canada since the St. Pui shooting 24 years earlier. The incident began when Smith entered the school campus armed with a Ruger semi-automatic rifle and 375 rounds of ammunition.
Holy crap. 350
rounds of live ammunition in his coat pocket and 25 rounds loaded into the rifle.
Oh my gosh.
As lunch concluded, he fired at 3 students in the hallway, and he fatally shot 17-year-old Jason Lang at point-blank range. Then he shot at 1 other student. Gym coach Chano Finney managed to wrestle Smith on the ground. He was arrested without further incident.
My God, that coach has been a hero, hey?
Yeah. Who is the Taber constable, who was the school's resource officer.
Oh, okay.
That's probably why they have constables in high school.
Yeah.
Smith was charged with 1 count of first-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder.
How many jail time? Or how much jail? How many jail time?
How many jail time? The Columbine High School massacre occurred 8 days prior. 8 days before this happened.
Wow. So obviously his idea came from there, maybe?
Yeah.
And sorry, how did he say how long he was in jail for?
Okay, so he was tried as an adult.
And sorry, what year was this again, you said?
99.
99, right, okay. He was tried as an adult at 14?
Sorry, Crown prosecutors attempted to have the then 15-year-old tried as an adult with the potential for a life sentence and the possibility of parole in 5 years.
Whoa.
But he's a child, right? His brain isn't fully formed. He doesn't understand the consequences of his actions.
I'm sorry. When you grab a gun at 14 years old, why can't I speak today? At 14 years old, you honestly are going to tell me that you don't know the
okay, but at 14 years old, why is there a gun around?
But still, yeah, I get that completely. But you're not going to tell me that you don't know what a gun is doing at 14 years old.
Yeah, but you know you're going to kill people if that's your intention. but you don't know the consequences of your own actions. Like, you don't know that you're going to go to prison.
What are you
don't think about that. Well, you don't think about that when you've been bullied and you're just all emotion, right? All rage. You've seen, like, how many teenage boys act out and, like, freak out, right? Anyway, so that's what they were going for. The Crown argued that an adult prison would offer greater educational programs than a youth facility. The court denied the motion, and he was tried as a juvenile. Following his arrest and before the trial, a medical examiner discovered Smith had a heart ailment, and he required open heart surgery. During the surgery, he suffered a stroke and fell into a coma. After awakening from the coma, he had speaking and eating difficulties and suffered from a diminished mental capacity. His case was suspended until he recovered. As both the Crown and the defense agreed, he could not stand trial.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Following a remarkable recovery, unlike his victim, he was declared suitable to stand trial and was scheduled to appear in court in September 2000. So less than a year.
Yeah.
At his trial, Smith pleaded guilty to all 3 charges and was sentenced to 3 years in prison.
3 years for taking a life of another child.
If you're going to kill someone, do it when you're young, I guess.
That's pathetic.
And was ordered to live 7 years on probation after his release. So 10 years total, I would say, is kind of jail-ish.
No, you're free walking around. Where does he live now, I wonder? I'm sure he's changed his name and stuff. Right? Okay, so obviously I'm too impatient.
In March 2005, Todd Cameron Smith was released into a halfway house in Toronto, despite the agreement of the judge that the then 20-year-old remained a threat to society. In August of that year, he walked out of the halfway house, leaving behind a note reading, "I cannot be caged anymore. If they find me, they'll have to kill me. I'll never be caged again. Bye. Sorry." His escape prompted Toronto police to obtain a court injunction allowing them to publicize his identity until such time as he was caught. However, Smith turned himself into authorities the following day and was arrested without incident. The waiver... Some killing yourself.
Right?
The waiver allowing the publication of his identity in Canada lapsed upon his recapture, though not before his name was published and released by several news outlets across the country.
You're out.
Following his recapture, Canadian media were required to no longer use Smith's name or photograph as they had done the previous day. And that's it.
So where is he? In jail again? For how long?
Yeah, he was arrested again, so I assume he's back in jail. It doesn't say.
We need deets on this guy. He's Canadian. I'm just kidding. Well, I guess they all are, but still.
If you want to learn more about him, he's in season 1, the episode called School Killers in Killer Kids.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a TV show we have. Have you seen Killer Kids?
Yeah.
I haven't.
It's good.
Yeah? We should watch it. Just not today, because I'll be traumatized.
Yeah, so in that, it said that his motive was bullying.
Wasn't he a dropout?
Yeah. He probably got bullied into dropping out.
Maybe, yeah.
So the first one, Michael Slobodian, the Brampton Centennial High School shooting, where he killed 3, including himself.
Yeah.
His motive was revenge against 2 teachers as well as the school system.
Wow.
Okay. For the Concordia University massacre.
Yeah.
Where it was the teacher.
Yeah.
Narcissistic personality disorder. He just loved himself too much.
Ugh.
Dawson school shooting, another one in Montreal. The motive says various possible bullying, personal stress, and depression.
Was that a student?
Yeah, that was, what was his name? Gill. His last name is Gill.
Okay.
Kim Veer Singh Gill.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, right.
Where he killed 2 and injured 19.
Right.
At the École Polytechnique, that's the killed 15.
Mm-hmm.
Anti-feminism and misogyny were the motives.
Right.
The Loach shootings. excuse me. Where it was in Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
Where he killed his cousins too.
Right.
It says inconclusive.
So they don't know why. You just went cycle like crazy one day?
Yeah, I guess. The St. Pui High School doesn't even have one listed.
No reason?
No, it doesn't say a motive.
Okay.
There's also a book written on this school shooting. It's called...
Of that one shooting?
This one, yeah. Okay. It's called Rape of a Normal Mind.
Okay. Who's the author of that one? Like, he's like a psychologist kind of writing about it? Or did the...
I assume.
Yeah. Because the guy's dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the one that raped that
girl and then killed himself after.
Yeah. The U of A shooting, the motive was robbery, to steal that truck.
Well, then why just not steal it and just leave? Why kill these people?
Because they were probably in it. Arming it?
Oh, I thought he went to work, stole this truck, went to work and killed these people.
No, he...
They can't be in it. It was in a mall, you said.
Yeah, but... Let me see.
I know, I got you thinking, didn't I? Plan successful. Woo!
Okay, so several minutes into midnight, Baumgartner perpetrated the crime while on duty at Hub Mall, a student residence and indoor food court, during a routine circuit with 4 coworkers to replenish ATMs.
They were working.
He works for the armored trucks that
pick up the ATM machine money?
Yeah.
Oh, so they were working, basically.
So he killed his coworkers
to get the money.
To steal the
Got you. Okay.
truck, but it just happened to be
in Hub Mall. Okay. You could have picked a different location. Just saying.
I know. Because that's not really a school shooting. He wasn't there to kill
students. He was,
there to rob a truck.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that one's a little bit misleading.
Yeah.
Regardless, it's a crappy situation, but still.
You traumatize how many students?
Yeah. Well, who's going to be there at midnight?
Well, it's midnight.
Closed.
Yeah.
It's closed. I don't understand. That's what I mean. I don't really feel like that classifies as all... That's just a shooting.
Yeah, so that's
like an after-hours mall where everything is closed and you're killing your coworkers that are just empty at the ATM. That would be any location.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that could have been any mall.
Yeah.
So that's not a school shooting.
Yeah, I'm going to say there's 7.
It just so happened to be at the U of A, but it's not the U of A.
Yeah.
Hub Mall isn't really the U of A.
Yeah, it's a little mall hub.
Okay. So that was just Canada. I'm not going to go through the lists one by one of the U.S.
How many is there in the U.S.? Did you say that? Sorry? I don't think you said that. So there was 7. We're going to go with 7. 7 school shootings.
Because there's either teachers or students.
Yes. Now, how many is there in Canada, in the States, you said?
Let me count.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
How about
6,
we pause this for a second?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
32 school shootings.
Dating back to...
I hate how they're alphabetized. Alphabeticalized? No. Alphabetized?
Alphabetized.
Thank you.
I can change the list.
Yeah, you should, because it's a little bit wacko.
Dating back to 1764.
1764?
In Pennsylvania.
And now what was
11 people were killed.
Holy crap.
The death tolls in the U.S. are way worse.
Because how much was ours?
The worst one was 15.
That's right, yes.
And that was the misogynist.
Yeah.
Sorry, our candies are making noises.
I got some candies that we were going to eat beforehand. While we were researching. How uncomfortable. I should take a picture of what you look like right now and post it on Facebook or on our chat thingy. Because you look so awkwardly uncomfortable. It looks weird.
Okay, so dates. The oldest one, was in Greencastle, Pennsylvania. It's called the Enoch Brown School Massacre.
Sorry, Pennsylvania, isn't that like where vampires and that kind of stuff is?
No, that's Transylvania.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, sorry. This is just 4 or more deaths.
Oh my goodness. So there could be a lot more that are only 2 or 1 are themselves.
There's 32. I thought it was a small list because there's 32 in 1 year in the U.S.
Yeah.
So this is just with 4 or more deaths.
You should find out how many there is.
Because then it's considered a massacre.
Wow. And what is the latest one?
The latest
Does that even count, though? Because this isn't including all of them.
Yeah, but it includes more than... The latest one was December of last year.
Where?
Las Vegas. Where?
In Vegas?
Yeah.
School? Obviously. Talking about
University of Nevada.
Wow.
4 people died, 3 people were injured. Shooter opened fire, inflicting multiple casualties before dying. So he killed himself.
Which one was a school shooting? Like elementary, junior high?
You want it?
High school.
Sandy Hook?
No, like any school age kids, not like college and university. Not that they don't matter. I'm not saying that, but okay. I just want to what is the first of a school kids shooting, like under 18?
Wow. Okay. So this first one that happened in Pennsylvania, it says, so perhaps the earliest shooting to happen in school or college property, but I just want to read you this. Okay, so this 4 Delaware American Indians, sorry, but I'm saying that,
Indigenous.
Entered the schoolhouse near present-day Greencastle, Pennsylvania, and shot and killed schoolmaster Enoch Brown and 9 children. Only 2 children survived.
Oh.
However, this incident may not only incidentally be considered a school shooting because only the teacher was shot. The other 9 victims were killed with melee weapons.
What's a melee weapon?
Like a knife.
So they were stabbed to death?
Yeah, or their throats were cut or something. Yeah. This was a college, but...
Why were there students of underage there? Like a daycare?
I don't know. It says 2 children.
Excuse me.
I don't know.
That's weird.
Oh, it says bludgeoning. They were bludgeoned.
What?
Yeah.
But that makes no sense. It's a college. Unless they have on-site daycare?
Oh, this is a lot worse than... Okay.
This is no longer a school shooting. This is a massacre. Now I get it. The word massacre in this one.
Okay, so...
Are you going to traumatize me?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So, the Native Americans entered the settlers' log schoolhouse in the province of Pennsylvania.
Right.
That is now Franklin County near the present-day Greencastle, blah, blah, blah. Inside were schoolmaster Enoch Brown.
Okay.
And a number of young students. Brown pleaded with the warriors to spare their children. Nonetheless, he was shot, beaten with a club, and scalped.
Oh!
The warriors then clubbed and scalped the children.
No! Why did you say that?
Brown and 10 children were killed. One scalped child, Archie McCullough, survived his wounds. The child survivor recounted 2 old Indians and a young Indian rushed up to the door soon after the opening of morning session. The master, surmising their objective, prayed them only to take his life and spare the children, but all were brutally knocked in the head with an Indian maul and scalped. Oh. It doesn't say the ages of the children, but they were children.
Nonetheless. Did they say what happened to them? Did they the
aftermath? They reintroduced the scalp bounty system.
The heck is that?
Settlers could collect $134 for the scalp of an enemy American Indian male above the age of 10, and bounty for women was set at $50.
So they scalped them for money?
So
is that what you're saying?
No. So the governor of Pennsylvania, he reintroduced the scalp bounty. So those Indians that scalped those children, he was like, well, we're going to do it back, and I'm going to give them money for it. So if you scalped an Indian over the age of 10 and brought it to them, they'll give you money for it.
Oh my
God! All the children and their teacher were buried in one grave. In 1843, the grave was excavated to confirm the location of the bodies. And in 1885, the area was named Enoch Brown Park, and a memorial was erected over the gravesite.
Did they say who killed them?
No.
They don't know who it was?
They were just
randoms?
Indians, yeah. This was the 1700s. Like, they didn't have cameras.
My gosh, that was horrible.
That's
a little bit brutal. Holy. Wow, okay. Now that I'm traumatized.
Yeah, so that one was the first one. Way to go, U.S.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Yeah. Wow.
Anyway, I'm going to do the one with the most deaths that I can find.
In the States?
Yeah.
You'll have to clarify, this is not in the States.
Well, yeah, obviously it's in the States. Okay, so the one with the most I can find is Virginia Tech in 2007.
Again, I'm going to say this is a college. Because it's a tech school.
Yeah, I would assume. The incident was formerly the deadliest American mass shooting and is currently the third deadliest.
What were the other two?
Apparently there's two more. But this is the only one on this list that has this many deaths.
Weird.
And it's 33 deaths, 23 injuries.
33?
A 23-year-old student. Yeah, so college. Sung Hui Cho killed 32 students and faculty members in 2 separate attacks on the campus of Virginia Tech, then committed suicide. In a dorm room, he first shot one student and then another who came to help. 2 hours later, he went to a school building where he barricaded the main entrance and fired into several classrooms, killing 25 students and 5 faculty members.
Wow.
And wounding 17 others.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow. So the ones, obviously, I remember, obviously, were the ones that were more our era. Like, there was the Columbine. And how many shootings did that have? If you recall.
So, Columbine, 15 deaths.
15.
And 21 injuries. 18-year-old Eric Harris and 17-year-old Dylan Klebold, students at Columbine High School, killed 12 students and 1 teacher. After killing 2 students in the schoolyard and fatally wounding a teacher in the hallway, they killed the rest of their victims in the school library.
Yeah, I remember that
where
one.
they killed themselves. They also wounded 21 additional people. They started fires and engaged in several gunfights with police, though no one was hit in these exchanges. Another 3 people injured themselves attempting to escape the school, and they committed suicide together.
Yeah. And the Sandy Hook one you said?
Yeah, I'll try and find that one.
That one was like...
Okay. That's bad too. So this happened December 14th, 2012. It feels like it was a lot longer. Or,
yeah.
I mean...
A lot earlier?
Yeah.
Like closer, yeah.
Feels like it just happened. Sandy Hook Elementary School.
So sad, elementary.
20-year-old Adam Lanza killed 26 people and himself. He first killed his mother.
Wait, how old is he?
20.
Why is a 20-year-old in an elementary school? Does he have kids there?
No, he just...
Picked a random school?
I guess. His former elementary school.
Dude, you're 20.
Yeah. Anyway, he first killed his mother at their shared home before taking 4 of her guns and driving to his former elementary school. He killed 20 first-grade children.
Oh, gosh.
Age 6 and 7, along with 6 adults, including 4 teachers, the principal, and the school psychologist. 2 other people were injured. Lanza then killed himself as police arrived.
Did they say why he did this?
Let me see. Motive unknown.
Wow.
His mom had 4 gunshot wounds to her head.
They were babies.
6 and 7-year-olds.
I couldn't even imagine losing my child to that.
Yeah, it has all their names. And they're all 6. There's only 4 7-year-olds. The rest are 6.
That's Maria's age.
Yeah.
Those poor little souls.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
His mom was only 52.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty sad.
That is, yeah. I think that basically covers our topic for today.
Now that you're all
we're like
depressed.
sad, yeah. You have to go with the sad and the saddest one today. Where's the end? Thanks, Polly.
You're welcome.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, and you feel like you need to talk to somebody, please do reach out. Our condolences to all the victims and the victims' families that have suffered during that time, because that's a lot. Regardless of your age, it's not something that should happen. Period. Like, it's such a tragedy in life, and no matter where you live, you know? So, we hope you guys did enjoy... No, let's rephrase that. We hope you enjoyed our educational podcast today. We hope you enjoyed our topic. Next week we'll talk about graduation, right, Polly?
No.
I'm gonna sneak on and just do my own.
I'm just gonna look up shootings at graduations.
No! That's horrible. We hope to, hopefully next week we should be able to do our podcast next week. I don't think that's going to be an issue. We're back on track, I think, kiddo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully we're
Enjoy my coughs.
Yeah, hopefully we're not hacking next week. We hope you guys have yourself a great Friday and a good weekend.
Go listen to something funny now.
What? Yeah, go listen to something more, a little bit more upbeat.
Yeah.
Because, probably made us a little depressed. Thanks, Polly. We hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to...
like, subscribe, comment, share.
You know what? I need to find my little sound machine.
No.
I feel like I miss it. Don't forget, you guys. I'm gonna drop some links so you guys can check out our podcast, or you guys can get, like, I don't know how they say that, like, gift it? Is that what the thing is?
What?
I'll add it to my wish list.
Oh,
sound machine. A sound
I'll link our
machine.
Amazon wish list.
Yeah, it's just a sound effects machine. We hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you for listening.
You want to know a funny fact,
what?
you guys?
You guys?
I'm talking to them, not you.
Shout out to
Ian and Carla.
Woo-woo,
anyway, like I was saying,
sorry.
We record this on my phone, okay? We bought
professionals, like freaking
fancy microphones and everything. We haven't used them because we couldn't figure out how to not get an echo on them.
Yeah, because they're very echoey. We reached out to I reached out to our techie, and he was like giving us all these other suggestions, and I'm just like, you know what? We're gonna clear out the bedroom downstairs and do our podcast there. We never did.
Yeah. So let us know if like our sound sucks.
Yeah, we'll try to improve it. I don't know how, but...
maybe, because we spent, like...
Don't tell them.
Decent money on those headphones, and they're just sitting. Yeah, the headphones.
They're microphones.
The microphones.
They're, like, fancy microphones.
Yeah, they're, like podcast microphones.
Yeah, like, legit ones, man.
We were really excited to do this podcast, so...
Yeah. We went all out. Yeah. We need a sound machine now to make us 100%...
No!
We should do a video podcast. One. And see what people say.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to do ourselves up super good.
Yeah.
And from the waist down, we just look like whatever.
Yeah. We need a table that comes up to the chest.
Yeah.
And we'll be good.
We should do the one on my kitchen table. It's high enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you guys. See, this is what you have to look forward to with our podcast. So, yeah. Enjoy. Thanks so much for listening.
Oh, our sound. Excuse me, I yawned.
Our sound?
Our sound.
Oh yeah, our sound last week was
it was 2 weeks ago. I don't remember.
It was a little toy, you know those old toy telephones when you push
I thought we already did that. I thought it was a Ziploc bag.
No, we did that before.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a little toy phone.
Because we told Ian.
Yeah, we told Ian. Yeah. So it's like the one that you roll like the number 1 to 9 and it goes
it's a rotary phone.
Yeah, it's a rotary phone.
And I'm younger. Can you believe that?
You know the rotary phone. Oh.
Imagine I got it wrong.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
We're gonna put. It is a rotary phone. It was the little toy phone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
Yeah, it's a rotary phone. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna put you on pause. We're gonna put you on hold. We're talking about Okay, we're gonna put you on pause.
Cue the hold music.
Yeah. 1 second. We're gonna get you a sound.
Okay.
Okay, get ready to listen. This is the sound.
Okay, listen. Listen.
That's so evil. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time. Can you guess that sound?
I could.
You think so?
Listen to it.
Okay, we'll get Ian and Carla to tell us if it was that obvious.
Okay.
Don't forget, you guys, to like, share, all that. You know what to do.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
I said that. I said I should have.
Or I'll reintroduce the scalp bounty.
Oh my gosh, stop. That was horrible, Polly. All right, you guys, have a good one, and we'll talk to you. You'll listen to us next week.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.